give you a warning, so the Lord is putting the spirit on, me and other brothers that's in the other camps, to buckle down. It's 2025, man, and ultimately you want the condition of your camp to be, you want brothers to be under one accord. Now us in particular, when the year first started, I told brothers in the camp, I said, things are gonna buckle down, we're gonna get more serious, and lo and behold, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he relieved one brother from among us, but that's how the spirit works. Okay, so this is Revelation chapter 3 and 16. It says, I'll start at 15. It says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. But would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have no need of nothing, and knowest that thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked. Okay? So the Lord, ultimately, if you got demons on you, the Lord's going to get rid of you. Okay? If you're not giving this thing the best of your ability, the Lord's going to get rid of you. Okay? If you're not being a brother, the Lord's going to get rid of you.
I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, and willing that they continue to endure and be sincere. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth in and out of this truth, Lord, willing that they continue to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwatiyam that are believers in His faith and His truth, Lord, willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere, and continue to pursue their lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. Lord, willing to most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. I was at work and I was here listening to this lesson from the brother Zion, Great Waters. And, he the head of the camp. And when he was saying about sifting season and how a brother got removed, and I've been seeing this for the past few months, brothers getting removed, or brothers showing their true colors, or brothers is not sincere or diligent. And that, it hit me, knowing, even not just only for myself, but anybody that is a believer or coming into faith, the Lord can remove you from this thing, right? But you have to be sincere and diligent in this walk, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to read, this is Luke, chapter 22, and I'm going to start at 27. It says, for whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth, is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth. Ye are they which are continued with me in my temptations. And I appointed unto you a kingdom, as my Father have appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. This is the point. It says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Right? And the brother was saying that, some brothers, if you got a demon on you, the Lord will remove you. He'll sift you out of this, just like, when you got powdered sugar, right, or flour, and you sifted out the things that's loose, right, the things that flow through the little holes in the sifter, but usually the chunks, right, they stay there, because guess what? They're there for waste, right? They're there to be thrown out. And some people are being sifted through, right? Right? And I guess I use the analogy the opposite way. Being in culinary arts, I know the lumps that still remain in a sifter, they get thrown out, and the ones that actually, sift actually through, they're actually used, right? And some brothers is actually used because they made it through. Some of y'all ain't really make it, because you have a lump that goes with what is it? 1 Corinthians the 5th chapter. We have to purge that lump, right? Actually, because I just said it. Let's see if we can find him. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. I think starting at the 6th verse. It says, your glory is not good, knowing ye not that the little leaven up the whole lump, right? And when you see, it says in the NLT, your boasting about this is terrible. Don't you realize that this sin is like a little yeast that spread through the whole batch of dough, right? That lump goes in, that leaven is that sin, right? The wickedness, that your nakedness, just like Eve and Adam, right? It says in the KJV, purge out therefore the old leaven, right? Really, we got to mortify the old us. That's why when Zion said, it's time to crack down, right? We're in a time where we can't be who we was when we first got in this thing, and you want to get that old fire back, right? But you want a longevity fire, right? Where you're not wearying away or wavering, right? In this truth, you should be growing, right? Because what we just read in Luke, what he said before, by the temptations, verse 28, it says, ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations, right? We supposed to be fighting through these trials and tribulations on this side. Now, when the brother go into the video, he talks about, doing videos, but it's even more than that, let alone you got to be reading, right? A lot of us, we got to meditate on things that we read, right? Sometimes you got to rebuke yourself. Sometimes you got to talk repetitively about things that you need to grow on, things that you want to apply in your life, that you might see brothers that's on fire that they might have. How about Shimon Shai? Please allow me to endure. Hey, please, how about Shimon Shai? Allow me to have a desire to do a lesson. Please help me to find a lesson to edify the sheep, so on and so on, right? Because we need stability, but you need it through the Rakak Wadash, right? Yahweh Shimon Shai is going to give us that assurance. So again, 1 Corinthians 5 and 7, it says, purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Hamashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Now, Yahweh Shai laid his life down for us. There's no way that any one of us should be slacking, right? Now, I believe that most of the men of the Lord on this side, even like Psalms 84 and 10, of course, we would rather be any position in the kingdom. But I know most of the men of the Lord that's being sincere in this thing, they desire to be part of the 144,000, right? If the Lord allows them to be. But the 144,000 is being occupied and working like an ant, right? You got to know the devil on the left-hand side, the spirit, is trying to sift us out of this thing, right? What is that? Acts, the 19th chapter, I believe, where the spirit that was in the lady dealing with the vagabonds, she said, Yahweh I know, Paul I know, but who are you? You got spirits on the left-hand side and the right, but the left-hand side, they know who the true men of the Lord is. Some brothers that's claiming that they is in this thing, through the spirit, they're imposters, they're phonies, right? Yahweh Shai laid his life down for us, not for us to be lazy, not for us to be short, not for us to grow. We got to grow, right? Because if Yahweh Shai conquered the world, he put us in a position to conquer the world, right? Verse 8, it says, therefore let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, right? Not with the old man. That's why we mortify, right? We put it to death, right? It says, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity, right? Which is being sincere in truth, right? 1 John 3 and 18, right? We love indeed in truth, right? And our truth in this thing is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai. Wherever else that we need in the spirit or in this faith, the more that you're consistent with reading, you build your confidence, right? That everybody is not able to teach, right? But if you show some type of examples that you can open your mouth, where you bringing out precepts, you explaining it. Hey, guess what? You already been marked, right? This is why you should be able to put your foot to the pedal, you know. Well, what it say in Philippians? Press towards the mark, you know. We should be pressing towards the mark to really pleasing Yahweh Shem Shai, because he put you in a position to give him all the praise and all the glory and give him all honor, let alone to magnify his name, right? Testify, or basically give evidence of his name and give evidence of what he have done and what he's going to do, right? So let's go back to that. Luke 22, verse 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat, right? And this is why the Lord have given us that spiritual ability to overcome the devil. But that goes if the Lord is dealing with you on this type of level, right? 1 Timothy 1, verse 12. The Lord enabled Paul because he's seen faithfulness within his heart, right? And when we go to Numbers 12 and 7, Moses was faithful. When you go into the etymology of faithful in the Hebrew for that verse, it means a supporter of the door, right? And if you're a supporter of the door, you're going to be supporting him through this ministry, right? Magnify his name, exalt his name, right? Because whenever this word is coming out, whoever is hearing it, walk past it, ignore it, they have been marked, right? Some is marked for good, some is marked for bad. Let alone us ourselves is marked. As soon as you trying to stand in line with the men of the Lord, right, or you trying to be a part of this ministry, you are marked on what you do or what you don't do. Verse 32, it says, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren, right? Then we'll even go to St. John the 17th chapter where he prays for the disciples. But this is how we know, the men of the Lord is covered, right? Especially the 144,000, and even you other believers, that even says in St. John the 17th chapter, he didn't only just pray for the 144,000, he prayed for the other believers, right? So if you find yourself sifted out of this thing, right, you are not just being straightforward. You might not be of the elect. Truly, that is a position of not of the elect. The elect is not hopping, teeter-totting in and out of this thing, right? Because, yes, I label with brothers, right? Or I actually label with a brother that don't show the fruit of teaching, right? Now, this man still is ready to bring it out. He might not be the best deliverer to bringing out the scriptures or explaining. Hey, all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai that he still shows some type of faith. He doesn't show a position or a role of explaining scriptures or breaking down, right? So he haven't put his foot to the gas on being a teacher. Everybody won't be a teacher in this thing, right? But some have shown that they can explain, that they can expound, that they can read, that they can deliver. And guess what? They don't make that action, right, to magnify the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? Because to magnify, you have to speak on his name, you have to bring it forth, right? There was something else I want to go to real quick. Let's go to this classic, Proverbs 6 and 6. It says, go to the ant, thou sluggard, which mean lazy, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Right? So if you're not knocking at the door, if you're not using the Lord or not giving him no rest, right, you're lazy, right? You're lazy. The Lord not dealing with no lazy, right? This go to me, this go to any brother, right? Even a sister that might claim that she in this thing, Isaiah 62 in verse 6 and 7, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh Shem Shai, keep not silence, and give him no rest, till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Right? We can't give the Lord no rest, especially if the Lord have given you the talent and the ability to speak boldly and with confidence of the name and the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai. Give him no rest. Right? It's like your alarm. Right? You know, like that annoying alarm that keep going off. Right? We got to constantly say the name of the Lord, constantly bring forth his ministry. If nobody listening, the Lord listening. Right? If you don't got 1,000, 100 people listening, the Lord send 1 or 2 people. Like IUIC, they try to say, if you don't got 1,000 views, you ain't of the elect. If you wearing different colors, you ain't of the elect. Right? If you ain't got more than 100 people, you ain't of the elect. Right? The Lord didn't even say that, man. Right? The Lord comes in a small sanctuary, but that small sanctuary, they're getting busy, man. Right? Go on YouTube and look at ants. Right? Their ant farm or ant colonies, whatever you want to look up. Ants are always in motion. Right? Let's get another one, Proverbs, the 13th chapter. Like I said, the video hit me while I was at work. You know, I don't want to be sifted out. Right? And for the other believers that's sure and true, you know, I'm even, you know, calling on Yahweh Shem Shai that you don't get removed, that you don't become lazy and sluggard in this day. Proverbs 13:4, the soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. Right? You should be made fat in this thing, right? In the spirit, by the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You should become spiritually obese in this thing, right? Come on, that joint hit. The diligent shall be made fat. Somebody that's diligent is daily at the gates, daily at the door, knocking, right? Knocking, man. Let's get another one, right? Lord willing, I don't try to make this too long for you guys. It's Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23. It says, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as unto Yahweh Shem Shai, not unto men, right? You can use this example for working. Use this example as being a father, a mother, right? But even more when we're teaching this word, right? Yeah, you're doing it for the sheep, but you have to feel like you're doing it for Yahweh Shem Shai, doing it heartily, do it to the best of your ability, right? That's why, yeah, you do a 5-minute exhortation, a 10-minute, you going into prophecies, maybe bringing out 5 verses, right? A 20-minute video, maybe an hour long. You give it, you go hard on it, let alone. You know, it's times where I might just hop and do a lesson and it could go in the direction that it's supposed to, but I didn't meditate on these precepts to line up with it, and I go do a video, it might not upload, you know, and like Yarmayan always say, he said, hey, probably was good, but not good enough. And guess what? The Lord might not let it upload, but he might be testing you to see if you really want it, right? And then come like what? Delete it and then try to do it again and then bringing out the same precepts, right? But bringing out more and actually having more of a passion, more of being serious upon what is actually being delivered, right? Because we have to do this heartily, right? This truth, it should come with passion, right? I'm gonna get this one too. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 10. It says, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat, right? So if you not working, right, men or women in the spirit, especially because this is directly towards men that's actually planting seeds, like physically planting seeds, physically watering through the spirit, right? If you're not doing these things, right, you're not fit to eat, right? You're not going to eat the benefits that come with the kingdom, right? But he said you're going to be kings and priests. A king orders, man, right? Even a priest brings order, right? He's teaching of good tidings, right? Good news, right? So if you know, there's a lot of men that might not teach or are not pushing the truth hard. They'll say, oh, I'm a man of the Lord. A man of the Lord, the top men of the Lord, They're making Yahweh Shema Shai known, right? On the highways, right? On a broad way, right? In this narrow path, right? This is not a part-time thing. This is a daily thing, right? To desire the kingdom is a daily thought, is a daily movement, right? Right? We have to be diligent in calling on Yahweh Shema Shai and using the gifts or the tools that he have given us. Let me get this one, and I think I'll let you guys go. This is Proverbs 18:9. It says, he also that is slothful, which is lazy in his work, is brother to him that is a great waster, right? So if you're slothful in work, you are a brother to him that is a great waster. Better yet, you are wasting fucking time, man. You know, this is why brothers is getting sifted out as a lump. That like I said, in culinary arts, when we use the sift, the things that get sifted through is used to make a cake or used to make a pastry. The things that's left in the sifter get tossed out, get thrown, right? So a lot of y'all is going to get thrown or removed. Just like we read in Luke, Satan wanted to have, or the devil wanted to have Peter, right? But Yahweh Shai prayed for him. If you get sifted out, the Lord didn't pray for you. Dang, that just hit. Yeah. If you get sifted out, you get thrown out, the Lord didn't pray for you. Let's get that again. Luke chapter 22, verse 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. See, this is what the teaching does. It strengthens our brethren. You know, you have to be converted from your laziness. You have to be converted from not being diligent, right? Slacking, right? But really, he prayed and he said that thy faith fail not. So if you being sluggard, you ain't being consistent, you have weak faith. You know, if you want the kingdom, you want your faith to grow, right? Right now, we're in a time of mercy and grace. You have a time right here to build up your faith bigger than the highest skyscraper, right? Through the Spirit, right? Your faith has to be stronger than Incredible Hulk, right? Your faith has to be stronger than the Credible Hulk, right? You have to be sure that you really want this. Because if you really want this, right, you're gonna strengthen yourself and you're gonna strengthen your brethren, right? So, Lord willing, this is edifying, right, and straight to the point. I'm gonna play a little more of what the brother Zion said, and then we'll end the video. So with that, I just want to say, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash, and with that, Shalom.
All right, if you just being a dude that's showing up on Saturday, all you do is show up on Saturday, or whenever you have camp, the Lord's gonna get rid of you. All right, this isn't a show up on Saturday. I just go to camp on Saturday. This ain't what this is about. This is a brotherhood, man. All right, you just don't get to show up on Saturdays and you make it into the kingdom. All right, what are you doing during the week? We've been stressing videos a lot. Great Millstone has always been a camp that stresses videos. And no, the truth ain't all about just doing videos. All right, but how do you do the work of the Lord? The majority of it is you go into the scriptures, you record, and you edify the body. A lot of you brothers are not doing that. Okay? And this has been a thing that the apostles and elders have stressed for years. Going all the way back to when Apostle Tahar said 3 videos a week. And you still had dudes that wasn't doing their videos. You know? How the hell if you call yourself a teacher, all right, you supposed to have a YouTube page. Okay? Don't call yourself a teacher of the Holy Scriptures, but you ain't doing videos during the week. All right? And don't give the excuse of every